This is what we call senior day at the mission.
Yeah.
I think today there's a cheaper bus rate or something because everybody comes today. Isn't that right, guys?
I can't hear a word you say.
My name is Chef Ric Watson. I'm the manager of food services at the Ottawa Mission. I've been here for 13 years. I started in food services at the age of 14, where I found myself to be a homeless individual. I lived in a very dysfunctional family. My mother she was paranoid schizophrenic, and my father died of cancer. So it was a very tough life to be brought up in. And I managed to land a job at the age of 14 at Queen's University as a dishwasher. When you're homeless, you'll just stay wherever you can in a house, and we were hungry, and I remember being so hungry that my stomach hurt, and all there was powdered lemon pudding. And if you know anything about lemon pudding, you add milk to it to make, and then it'll thicken, and then you eat it. But we didn't have milk, so we added water to it, and we were so hungry we couldn't wait for it to thicken, so we just drank it. And you know, that was kind of like the meal of the week kind of deal. Well, you just could sleep wherever you could find some warmth, and you know, we were lucky to have friends, but there's nothing worse than just being cold and be wandering around outside and nowhere to go. It's got to be the worst experience ever. I would never want to experience that again, or to see anyone else experience, and that's probably one of the reasons I do what I do, to try to make a difference in our community. I definitely would have been a place like here at the Ottawa Mission, if not dead. Probably dead, because drugs and alcohol were consuming my life and consuming who I was. But if not, I would be definitely in a homeless shelter and just kind of living on the street, and not a life that is, you know, enjoyable at all. And someone that I worked with, it was kind of a mentor, and got me to Victoria, BC, where I did my apprenticeship for the chef's papers, and also my hotel restaurant management, and a kind of a life-changing experience. So I worked there for about 5 years until I returned to Ontario. When I came here 13 years ago, I saw that there were people that reminded me of myself, that, you know, just needed someone to show them the way and to give them a hand to help change their lives. So started the food service training program about 10 years ago. It's a program that brings individuals in that need help, that are either living on the streets or on social services, and gives them the opportunity to get off social services and back into the workforce. So we take them for 6 months, teach them all the skills they need so they can go out, and we help them to find jobs. The most important part of the program is to build self-confidence, something that probably none of these guys have ever had. So they give them a pat on the back and say, you know what, you're doing a good job, you know, nice work, and to help them become successful. The program has been 100% successful the last 3 graduations. So the last one that graduated in December, 10 people graduated and 10 people were employed. You know, we all have our moments when we're not feeling so great about things, and I have to reflect back on things that I've changed in people's lives. And one individual, his name is Sammy. He came to us, he was a refugee from Ghana, and he couldn't speak English. He applied for the program, we took him. He took English as a second language and got through that. He brought his wife from Ghana. They had a baby boy. She's pregnant again for another child. They own their own home. They have a car. He works for hospital food services, and he works for my catering business as well. So his whole life has changed. So when I'm down, I think about things like that and what his life would be like maybe if someone like myself didn't help him out. And we have a wall that lights up, and it's a wall of tile. So I made a tile myself, and it has a heart with a fork and knife that go through it, just saying that my heart is here at the mission, and I want to make sure people eat.